Okay, hello everyone. Right, I have been compelled to do another video today, and right, I would like to talk to you about a little about what I'm doing, because my aim is to put across knowledge, wisdom, and the understanding that comes to me, for those who might find it valuable. Okay, so I am very shy at doing it, and I can't really be bothered with editing my videos, and I'm not great at putting across my word in platforms. Oh, I really just it just bores me so much. So having said that, I do feel that I mean, the things that I do say or put out there are a little bit jumbled up. It's full of information that you probably think, oh, what is he actually saying? And but it's full of codes, and I don't every word that I say, um, is said for a reason. It could have been said with a different word. I mean, it could have, but this is the vibe of my message. Okay, I make things simple, and I write between the lines. So, but having said that, I am looking at, because this kind of thought um, came to me first, that I need to put things across in an order, in a way that's accessible, and tell you what I'm actually offering. As I say, I don't do this for money. I'm not selling anything. I'm fulfilling a call, and a call of duty. Call of duty. This is what it is now. Okay, so let's dive into the energy of the moment. So things have been interesting here in planet Earth, but beautiful, 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 and moving and changing, and lots of full of dynamism. And well, I have to congratulate everyone on your journey, because if you're here now, you are very, very special, very, very special. For those young ones, the new generations, wow, you are amazing. Now, I, as a teacher of 15 years of experience teaching secondary, and mainly, but I never liked the way teachers approach this kind of like consensual way to approach children, um, which is in a way like quietening them up, and for you to give in your lesson, and this is what is in the book. And I mean, that's so classic, old-fashioned, passe, you know. I'd like to think, I've been the best teacher I could be, and I've probably, I mean, the intention was there, and of course, I'm not going to say my teaching was better than all the other teachers at all, because it's a very difficult, challenging career. But for me, what always was really important is to listen to the kids and to just work with them. So I would, as an art teacher, put an idea out there and see what they develop. And whoa, the kids teach you so much. They used to, like, it's always like that. When you're a teacher, the teacher learns as they teach. And there isn't one person who knows most, and this, you can apply this to the world. Okay, so we're all here together, we're giving each other's lessons or experiences, or we're interacting to learn, and to ride the wave of life here on earth. Okay, so but yeah, coming back to children or the young ones, they carry such beautiful energy of knowing, of already knowing, of individuality and authenticity. They really want to listen to the teachers, but they sometimes, the environment I worked at in general. I'm not going to say one school or another. I worked in many, many, many schools, many schools, because at some point I was doing supply teaching, and I was doing different. I got to know like the curriculum of all the different subjects, and I've kind of, you know, had a very wholesome experience of secondary teaching outside of my subject and so on. And kids are just beautiful, and they are full of energy, and you need to listen to them. If you were the teacher that was not going to listen to them, you're going to like death by boredom, you know, like no, we're doing this together. We're all here. It's not just the teacher and the students. So yeah, again, analogy for the world, you know, we're equalizing each other, you know. There used to be in the old paradigm, there used to be those and, you know, them and us, and I don't know, those who can, who are in the kind of you know, upper levels of the establishment, and the riffraff, or you could say that. But now, I mean, due to the internet also, and how information is coming and going, and we're free to take and leave whatever we want. Even the algorithms, they're playing a role, but the algorithms are informed by us anyway. So, but yeah, also secret knowledge has become really public if you care to look for it and listen to it. I'm looking down here because I'm not sure where the camera is. I think it's down here somewhere. So anyway, I'm taking this recording from my phone. So yeah. So let's get into it. Okay. So yeah, in a way, what I'm aiming at doing is putting across some of the things that I've the ideas that I want to put across, and I have been compelled to put across through my experience, wisdom, and knowing I can't do anything else. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. So, so anyway, I hope you enjoy my videos and the knowledge that comes with it. So, I've written an outline of the different subjects, okay, in which I feel that I can help out, or you know, I'm inclined to speak about. But yeah, I am going to plan this in a way of like levels, okay? So levels of initiation, as so to speak, or consciousness. You could say there are different levels of consciousness or understanding of reality, and you know which level you're at will determine which lesson you'll take. You know, I'm not gonna I'm gonna continue to put these mad videos out there, don't worry. But in a way, I'm planning on organizing my, you know, the teachings in lessons which can be accessed in some way, okay? In some way, I'm thinking of doing like a Kindle book or courses. Again, it would be great to do like interactive experience, like for me and for you guys. So this is something that I want to do, like group meetings. Maybe we can record them and put them out there for people to listen. So if any of you are interested in doing this with me, so please do approach me. You can write right here on YouTube, okay? So, but the basis of these teachings are, I've given this a title, is quantic self-mastery, okay? So learning to live life here on Earth from a quantic perspective, or in a way, in a kind of conscious perspective, or accessing to the higher knowledge of what it is that we're really doing, okay? So when you come to the Earth, and you're a little boy or a little girl, and you learn by interacting with your surroundings and the people around you, and by smiling and see what that causes, and being grumpy and crying, and see what that causes, and seeing how you get the things that you want. A lot of the time, crying might help at first. You might get a smack here and there, but in the long run, you realize that crying is not really doing you many favors. And luckily, if you're lucky, you will soon enough realize that there are other ways to get what you want, and are more enjoyable ways. For example, this is kind of a first initial level of life here on earth. So sometimes, like, you learn, this is a cause and effect way to learn, and we always learn this way. You could learn this way, or you could, when you get to a certain level, and you take a breath, and you learn to go within, realize that right inside of yourself you have many more answers, and they're accessible to you. And this is what this ascension is all about. This evolutionary stage we're at. This, living in new earth, making a new world. We're always making the new world, but definitely now I feel there's been, in the last few years, enough is enough, because collectively we've realized we do have the power to change things. And how do you change them? By changing yourself, by making those little changes at an individual level. Then you change the collective. But you don't just change the collective by changing the experience of it or in the physical, but you also have a vibrational input into what this society, world, existence is, because it really is a vibrational existence and an energetic, quantic existence. So, yeah, like when I first realized I could change the world from like just sitting in my living room, and I don't mean doing a video or anything, but just meditating, just elevating my vibration, just emanating love intentionally, using my intention to expand those feelings that I had, that I was able to create inside of me, that in turn interact with frequencies and energies out there. So it's casting out love, expanding love, peace, light, beauty, whatever it is that you're inclined to be casting out. That casting out sounds terrible, like magic, or like so there's nothing dark or about what I'm saying. All these downloads come from higher wisdom and from the most authentic intention of helping people move along, to be happier, to be more in love with the world, to create a better society. And this is what most people out there have wanted and want, have seen, have experienced, or whatever. But in a big percentage of the world, there are things that are not right to happen, to be happening, like, or now or before or through the ages. There's been much injustice, much slavery, much deception, and that is the end of that. It's the end of that. I can now be saying this to you, and you can say, yes, I like it, or not. I can learn from it. Oh, I'm just going to delete this account, or I'm never going to see this woman again. What's he talking about? But you do have a choice. So at times in the past, we didn't have that much choice, or we were made to feel or to think that we didn't have the choice. Okay, The choice you always have, because you have free will. You do have free will, and you have the help from the higher realms, meaning high frequencies that you can be friends with. And so if you realize this within you, you do have your free will, and you are the master of your own life. So yeah, we're all realizing that, and this is what I'm here to put across. Right, so going back to the list of things that I want to expand on, and as I do, I am expanding on some of these, but so I say, yeah, like why do I speak about this? Yeah, just put this across. Really, my aim is to help others live a better life. From what I've learned from doing my, working through my own hardship, and my elated experiences. Like, I've had incredible life experiences too, and so I've learned. And but mainly, a couple of years ago, I think I went through like a high level of consciousness, and a message has come to me to finish the other things and to dedicate myself to this, to this, meaning now all of this, you can do this, help others, help the earth, use it. Don't use it to continue to live the old paradigm, the 9 to 5, the scarcity conscious, the slave conscious. None of that has anything to do with me anymore. I've been told, don't worry, you're guided, you're protected. I thought, but why? Who's going to give me sustentation is the word, to how am I going to meet my physical earthly needs in my families? And yeah, I have learned to just know that that's just it. Don't give energy to that. If you don't give energy to that, then you give energy to what's important, and that will expand. Anyway, what an intro. I just go on and on. Sorry. Okay, so you have the power of creation. Look, it goes like this. One. You have a power of creation. Now this is beautiful, okay? Me as a creator, I was born with the power of creation, because I knew not to look anywhere else, because where I looked is what I could make and create and draw and paint and do with my hands. I was compelled to do this all through my life. So this is the creator's energy of the artists, writers. Many people out there. You don't need to be an artist. You can be someone who, a designer. That is an artist. You could even be, a politician, say, to be a creator. You could be wherever you are. If you're able to imagine new ways and describe them to the others and put them across, you are being a creator. Okay, so you're not just learning, reciprocating. You're also thinking, analyzing, and making new. This is what being a creator is. So, and we all are creators in our own life. We need to realize, how do we create? We create by making plans. We create by thinking and analyzing and wanting change. We create by saying yes, by throwing yourself out there, even though you have no security of where you're going to land. This is a creator's energy. Okay, Um, right. So getting guidance, reading numbers, learning to read the universe, learning to read the everything around there. There's a language that is connected to you, reciprocating what you know or how you think. It could be in, totem animals. They say you could learn to read. For example, I'm very connected to the animals, and so an eagle. If I see an eagle, I can see eagles in the middle of the city, honestly, but real eagles right up there, or even coming down and interact with me. I've had these crazy experiences. But also, if I got up to the mountains a lot, and I see eagles. But in the city, you see pigeons, for example. If you're thinking of peaceful thoughts, and a pigeon comes across you, how many times you've been driving, and there's been un gorrion. I'm not sure what is the name of this bird is in English, just like a common bird, comes across just as you're driving quite fast, and it comes across your car right there. And I think, out of all the space that you have to come across right outside my car. So I nearly like run over you, or I nearly hit you, or I can see you, this is you and the universe interacting. This is a language of the universe. It's a language that you can read, you can learn to recognize. So if when you see certain things like this bird, I can't say gorrion, gorrion, this bird comes across, it normally means that you're just in action, energetic, doing something, going somewhere, going to work, doing something nice. For example, if you if you're feeling dark and you see what's the word, this these birds that come out in the night, anyway, I'll come back to that. Or if you're feeling wise, you see owls, or there will be an owl if you're in the countryside. This has happened to me many times. Be in the countryside, nighttime, and you're thinking nice, whatever deep stuff, and there's an owl on the back, or having a white butterfly come across. I mean, I guess we all have different languages, okay? But this is just, okay, I'm just talking about the animal language out there. But for example, the numbers. Numbers are a language. And if you learn to read the numbers, you learn to receive the messages. And not all numbers mean the same for everyone, because you have your own personal way to interact with your surroundings, okay? So what's outside is inside, and you interact with that, and it's personal to you. So, but for example, if you read, like so many people talk about 1111, beautiful number, you're in the right path, things are happening for you. And this is a general vibration of 1111, 111, the oneness, 4 ones. 1 4 represents existence here on earth. You're, like living on earth, enjoying, like the 4 corners of existence, as in, norte, sur, este, oeste. For example, so it's a very material number, and it has duality in it, and it has beauty in it, because it's very, very stable number. So for example, these are the vibrations of different numbers, but they generally hold that vibration. But you might personally, for example, for me, 4 resounds a lot, but it did more in the past. Now lately I've been playing a lot more with number 7, number 6. Number 6 is a master number. Number 7 is divinity. Number 8 is wealth. So if for a few days I've been focusing on wealth, focusing on money, and then I've seen number 8 everywhere. I won the lottery at Christmas time. I didn't win the whole number, but I once, the entire number was 00880, something like that. And I had a number I chose in a shop. I saw a lot of zeros and eights, and I thought that's the number. And I nearly win. I just got my money back because some numbers were the same ones. But it's weird because the winning number had lots of zeros and eights, and I was connecting a lot with the energy of wealth and money, and it's just the language of the universe saying to you, you're in the right path, we're focusing on this, and then that number will pop up everywhere. So, but yeah, so what other languages are there? You know, there's your intuition, there's the downloads, the inner knowing. Okay, this is a high level language that, I mean, we all have the intention. If we learn to listen to that, that's kind of like, you know, the child growing, learning to interact with the surroundings. This is that level of, that's the intuition. But when you like, the knowing is a higher level of language with the universe, or with your inner self, or with a kind of consciousness. I imagine consciousness as this high level, is the Akashic records, high level of knowledge that is there, is accessible. And if you care to like learn to elevate yourself a bit, like, by the way, you can say to me, how do I elevate myself? You have free will. You can put in practice your intuition. So I am elevating myself. Simple, done. Okay, so I'm going up there. You know, you don't say I wish, because that's, wish is a word that has like the energy of not having. If you don't have something, you wish for it, then that's not gonna happen. That's gonna be left there as it will happen sometime in the future. Then you're gonna connect. You're gonna go up there sometime. You know, you don't want that. You don't want a wish. You want a doing, a being. Okay, the to be, the I am, as people say, the I am. I am vibing high. And you are, okay? So I am accessing the higher knowledge. You know, this is the way it's going to come to me. You can give a language that give out the intention of which language is going to, you're happy with. The language is going to come to you because you know, like, you are the universe. The universe knows you. You know the universe. So the universe knows which language is going to be suitable for you, and which language might freak you out. So if someone came and started talking in your ear, you're like, what the heck? You know, if you start seeing crazy stuff, like some people could, you know, see, oh, my light's gone off. Anyway, there. Could see aliens landing. People have seen all sorts of things, and they're kind of connecting to that, and they, in a way, they're putting out there, you know, they know that's going to happen because they are connecting with that. So, so you could say, okay, I just want to get messages in my sleep. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I will remember everything, and there will be beautiful, enlightening dreams that I will remember. Okay, simple as that. That's your intention, and that's the language that you've put, because you are putting verbally and intentionally that you're giving that language, then you're enabling it in a way that is reasserted, you know, the same way as if you, as a creator, you write it down. It's like when you write things down, you write a planner, write a diary of things that you're planning, you're doing, you're putting those plans into the physical. You can think them once and then go, then you're going to be thinking thousands of times. I mean, universe doesn't know what, you know, is what. You have all these random, all these, but you think something many times, then that's going to prevail. But you take that thing and you write it down, that is really prevailing a lot more. Okay, so you are a creator. Use your free will, use your tools, use your communication with those higher levels of knowledge, the higher level of knowledge. If you, let's say, you can access the knowledge of everything, the wisdom of everything, of not just creating, but also of having fun, of being calm, of enjoying yourself, of having successful careers and activities. Access it. So you know, to feel it and make a connection with that. Realize that that is in your life, and you give that thought every day. Write it down. Okay, so this is how you're strengthening these connections, and that I swear to you that will expand in your life, because you're giving it attention, you're giving it thought, you're, you know, it's what we call grounding. Okay, grounding things. You're enraizándolo. If you like, if you go through a path in the countryside, what happens? You go to the countryside, and because animals use, you know, the wild boar around this area, go through certain paths, and those paths at the end they're made. You know, you go to the countryside. Human paths are no more than animal paths. They were there before humans went, and humans went, and they turned it into La Via Augusta near here. You know, the Romans kind of put some stones on it, but then it turned into like whatever, a road, and then turned into, you know, and nowadays they are ways which have name or not, but they are ways that are there. They have been grounded by grinding grinding them, but grounded by yeah, that's funny, that's the same word. Grounding and grinding is not the same word, but yeah, like if something's been grounded. I'm not sure what the that tense is exactly, but yeah, like you're rooting things. Okay, so you're putting roots, like you have a thought and you want to root it. Then you think it many times, like it's like a tree or a plant. You water it every day, and then those roots will grow. Okay, so if you want to get rid of weeds, what you need to do, the same way, you need to lift the plant, lift the seed, lift the root, rework that land. You need to reseed, plant other thoughts. Okay. Oh, this is a great analogy for, you know, what we're living, and the change is all around us, and we're part of. Now, I will continue with the different lessons. These are lessons that I'm planning to put on my kind of book or whatever, my teaching platform. But I'm going to divert to this. Maybe I'll get to the end and I'll go back to these, and I'll tell you these to expand on in the future, because they're in my book. I'm not going to forget them. Okay. But yeah, so we are learning this year and last year, and I feel last year was a year for a lot of it was a judgment, and no one judges you better than yourself. Okay, so the judgment was you going through, okay, everything you've done to others is coming back to you. Who you've been is all on the open, in your face, and you're having to deal with many things to do with this. Okay, so dealing, learning, and realizing that it is okay, that you are fine, that you're not a bad person. There's no bad and good. Okay, you're not a bad person, you're not a good person either. You're just a person who has an intention to love others and to work on yourself. This is the important thing. So if you've done that, then congratulations. And if you're here, you have done that. Okay. So, but this year, the energy is a lot of, if all of these that we've brought up to the surface was left on a shelf, and it's looking dirty. It's making the room look not nice. So we're passing the hoover, and you know, this is what's happening. I feel this year that we're learning to, not learning, but the earth itself is purging, you know, all these things that are floating around, they're going through the, you know, imagine it's a swimming pool, it's going through the filters, you know, and it's all going to like be cleared out. And at the moment, there's a clearing. I feel there's a clearing of all this not nice stuff is finally. You know what? If an animal does a poo in the countryside, or you do a poo or something, and that's left there a few days, that's been this year, it's been left. And then the sun has, you know, we've had a beautiful summer, lots of sun, and that poo is like really dry. And now it's just going back to, you know, and even will be an analogy, will be good as food for the earth, you know, and it's the food of. Oh, sometimes I just love these ideas that come as so visual, so you can't forget these. Okay, so yeah, we've got rid of the poo of the earth, and now it's serving us to make better soil for what's growing. Okay, so now, okay, we have the autumn. We harvest, we collect the fruits of, you know, of all of this period. We can take the food, you know, we're gonna put it on shelves like I'm doing, you know, writing it down, and I'm gonna give these titles a chapter which I'm going to put in a book, and it's going to be organized all for those people at different levels to access at their level. Okay, like Therese Cannon said, you can't give a baby a steak. Okay, so I'm putting everything, and then you choose what you want to read. That'd be great. Again, I don't know why the light is going funny. Okay. Right. So yeah. So I'm going to continue reading about the energy of the time, because I want to finish this video, because I'm not going to tell you all the different titles of the chapters that I'm going to do, because I'll bore you to death. So so the feeling of the day, of this season, we're moving forward with a feeling of new creations, love and calm. Okay, we've done all that hard work. The poo's been left there for a long time. We're, you know, we've had lots of beautiful experiences this summer. Hopefully, some of us like have had a lot of heat to deal with, and it's like work or pull. I choose pull every time. Okay, so. Love and calm, and purged. Okay, so we have been purged. Okay, so the earth has been purged. We have been purged. We got the lessons. We suffered through them last year, and you know, and previously, and now, you know, people are not really learning lessons so much anymore. There's a sense of calm in the air. There's a sense of we've arrived, but still, you know, like you know, it's like, in a way, it's like you're going to build a building, you've dug up, you got all dirty with the dust, and now you have the hole, and you need to put grounding, you know, foundations again. It's the autumn, we're collecting, you know, the poo is dry in the earth. You know, the building is ready to be made. Like, let's plan what that building is going to look like. Okay, we're planning what new earth is going to look like for us. We're choosing, and of course it's going to take some energy, it's going to take some work. So we're getting ready for like the next stage of the planning. Okay, so foundations, and what is, you know, the design, work on the design, beautiful design. We're all designing the next level of our life. How beautiful you want it to be. You know, what do you want to have your new life? Do you want it to have, hang on. I think my lamp is broken. Do you want it to have a lot of hard work? Do you want to have, want it to, like, you want to, if you're a workaholic, is that what you want? I don't. That's not what I want, but I've worked 35 years of my life. You know, I've arrived to a point where hard work is not on the horizon for me. I am definitely continue to do energetic stuff, to raise my, you know, work hard. I mean, I still work, I still have a lot to do, but my work is not going to be so physical as it's been in the past. It's not going to be so unfruitful. It's going to be more this work. You know, I have something to do. I'm giving it to you. I'm done. This is what Spirit says to me. Things I've given you, you need to move it on. And it's not just for you. Of course, it has been for me through my journey. But it's for the people to use and learn and take it in. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited about life. So excited because we've arrived. We've done it. You know, we passed the threshold. We like I can see lots of, you know, it's like we're in a parade and flowers are being thrown to us. We are the warriors returning home. We are the masters. We are the people. We are the earth. You know, the earth cleansed. Can there be something more beautiful than humanity having learned from like judging oneself and you know, from a humble place, reconnecting with the others with the aim of just giving, you know, just giving. And we do now have the chance to give this beautiful new earth to our children. We never thought that we could, and we could, but it was more difficult before, and the new generations haven't seen that. They haven't, and they're not going to see it because it's gone. It's in the past. It could be, it might be in the history books. It might be in the even, you know, even the Akashic records are having a purge. Oh my God! It's not to say that our history is going to go. But the feeling of it and the connection with the feelings, the bad feelings and the bad history that makes us feel the bad emotion, that is going, you know, it's just going to be just a book on the shelf. All right, hang on, let me see, I'm still connecting a bit with the. Now, you know what? I'm thinking of the Second World War, of the wars and our grandparents and Europe and like America and all the countries like Middle East, and what we have gone through and still going through. What we're going through as humanity is just massive. So let's do me a favor. If you're listening to this and you're learning to use the tools, do me a favor. Whenever you encounter another human being or another being, respect it, be it alive or dead. You know, I'm an art conservator. Yeah, I worked in conservation many years before being a teacher. And of course, you respect the earth itself, the stones, you know, the buildings. Have respect for others. You don't know what they've gone through. You don't know what the buildings have gone through. You don't know what the people have gone through. Them, their families, where they come from, how much it's cost them to be who they are and where they are. Okay, so let's have that respect for each other, and that, you know, the benefit of the doubt. If you don't get it, who that person is, at least give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, it's really important to treat others as you want to be treated. Of course, this is like a big basis of, you know, of doing well in life. Jesus said that, do unto others as you would want to be done unto you. So anyway, yeah, let's continue to be part of the love wave. And yeah, so I feel, you know, I'm part of the older generation because I'm in my 50s. I know I don't look it. I'm 51. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But forever young. In my heart, I'm 28. Yeah, the younger generations know how to do it. They're masters. They came with more of the remembrance, and they haven't listened to us in a way. This is the good thing they've done. It's like we could come up with, oh, this will happen to you, oh, like you fall down, oh, you know, because we were scarred so much from the old earth, you know, the old paradigm, the controlling society, the controlling government, the controlling blah, 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 all this, you know, the hard work, and they go, no, I'm not gonna work hard in my life. I'm gonna go out there and have fun tonight, and I'm gonna go there for 3 days. I don't know which money with, but I'm gonna go with my friends, and they go and create it, and they have the fun, and they, you know, they don't care so much about the titles at universities. They do study, but they're like, even studying is becoming new, you know, new. You can choose, like, you know, if, like people doing these courses to learn about different things, and this is the course I'm doing. You want to learn about this, I'm putting this out there. And it's not going to be like, oh, you know, if it's not from this university, it's not worthy, you know. And it's only like, and it's going to cost you like 50 grand. Okay, so life is a great teacher. Yeah, so all right, let's continue, because I've gone off the script with my feelings. Yeah, so we have purged, we've had high energies coming in. Gamma energies have been recorded, and energies, high energies from the sun, the central sun might say, but our sun, you know, our sun is, you know, the solar plasma explosions are being recorded, and the frequency of the earth, and it's all, and we've had like high gamma, you know, coming to us. So, and it's full of the new way to be, you know. It's activating us, it's activating our thoughts, it's activating our lives, it's activating the earth itself. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. So yeah, sometimes all these high energies can be a bit overwhelming if you're maybe a bit older. You know, I'd suggest you take a break and have minerals in your water, and have lemon, and have lots of hydrate, lots of fruit, and try to go out and do a bit of exercise, lots of rest. You know, this is like the typical thing people say about, you know, like if you wanna, you know, ground, breathing, exercise, aligning your body, intention, you know, stay positive, see friends, see family, be with those who make you feel good, be with those that make you, that understand you, and if not, just don't be with anyone. I'm a great person to be by myself. I'm happy with that, because I love being with incredible people, but I've got to a point where if I'm with people that are like just showing that like disrespectful, they don't look after themselves, if they don't care for me really, they're just with me for like to fill in the time, or I don't have time for that sort of interaction at all. So I'd much rather be by myself at home with my cats, and or with you guys, or with, I don't know, with the internet. Yeah, so right, let's go back to the high energies, and we're now integrating. So I've talked about integrating, which, you know, I talked about the routine, and I've talked about the grounding, and I've talked about the this word I'm looking for is yeah, just those, integrating is the word, integrating. So you've learned, so by revisiting these thoughts, revisiting these emotions, you are making, like, you know, like, think about the analogy that I gave with the wild boar and all the countries, not even lanes, like walk paths, you know, walking paths in mountains. Okay, so your brain does the same thing. You create connections, and by revisiting these areas, those connections strengthened. It's like going to the gym. You go to the. I've talked about this before in some of my videos. You exercise these pathways. Okay, pathways in your brain. There's muscles in your body. They are, you know, in thought. Okay, I'm talking about thoughts and emotions. So you need to learn with thoughts are good for you, and emotions are good for you, and learn to control yourself, control your thoughts, control where your thought goes. Be very present with your thinking and realize when you're going places that don't benefit you, cut it. Have an intention to not go there and change that by other thought. So you can, okay, you can see it. I mean, people say, oh, you need to see it, embrace it, work through it. Yeah, but finally cut it, done with it. We've seen it, you know what it is. When you see it with a new eye. Okay, I have this, which is a drawing that I did for something else. This is like how Einstein said we move in the universe. Okay, but consciousness moves like that. So, for example, I have a word here. Is what did I write? Grief, or I don't know. It's giving. Okay, so your lessons here on earth, your experience. Okay, it's like a spiral. Okay, so you're going across in life, and for example the solar system works like that. This is how Einstein said the universe is. Okay, so all the planets, astrology is the knowledge, the analyzing of the different positions of the astral bodies and how they affect us, because everything has an energy, and everything interacts. Okay, so so that's the way we learn as well. So for example, if you were on your journey and you're spiraling, you're learning this, and you go back, and then if this is, what was it, giving, you're learning about giving. Okay, so you're learning about giving from a higher perspective, and then you go and you continue to learn, and you learn about giving in a still higher, even higher perspective. So sometimes you revisit lessons, and thoughts, you will be revisiting thoughts, but it's to learn to go, and that's what happens, and this is how I feel about this, and this is really like I can see it now from my higher perspective, that wow, there was this lesson there, and I've learned it, and then you go around and you revisit it again, and you go, whoa, I've even learned even more about that, because last time I thought it was this that I was learning, but now by looking at the learning that I did last time, I'm learning something new. There's a thing about the British curriculum that I sometimes I've been some subjects are a little bit like that, especially I'm not a science teacher, but I have knowledge of teaching science, and there was this thing, like kids, like such big kids with huge intellect, and they were learning year 13, states of matter. And you give them this lesson, and they go, oh, but Miss, we've already looked at stages of matter last year and the year before, or the I think that, I don't remember which year they said this to me, year 12 maybe, I don't know, but they were bigger kids, okay? And they said, we're sick, I can tell you by heart, we're sick of learning states of matter. And think about it, how the system, the curriculum system, tells them about states of matter. They don't tell you stages of energy, they don't tell you stages of existence, or like I'm saying to you now, stages of consciousness. Anyway, but I'm not going to criticize the system, because the learning system, because there's a beauty in this learning system that I didn't like then. They were complaining to me about, why do I have to do states of matter again when I've done it last year and the year before? And then I thought, oh, this system, it's not nice, it's not great. But now I look at it and I think there's learning in that, because if you learned it last year and now you're learning it from a higher perspective, in a way you're giving those children not the learning about stages of matter. It doesn't matter the subject itself. It could be, raising kittens. Raising kittens 1, raising kittens 2. And you're giving them a system to work upon what you've worked on and this is what I'm giving you today as well. So I need to wrap this up because I've been going on for a long time. You know, I purposely starts my video really crappy, because then it's very select few will endure me for such a long time. Okay, so integrating. I can't even understand my own writing. Leveling and right, leveling. Okay, so we've done a lot of learning. People say like level up. We are in a stage of leveling, so integrating and leveling. We're coming towards the harvest. It's a moment for breathing. Oh my God, the light interacts when I talk. Have you noticed that? So breathing is very important. Okay, you breathe in. Okay, so in the inhale, there's a gathering. In the exhale, there's creation, and there's calm. Okay, so take a moment, breathe in, breathe out. Do your planning. What are you going to do with this course here? I was going to talk to you about it. the course here. So take this time. Oh, this is just what I wrote. So breathe. Take this time to plan your school year and the harvest. Talking about the harvest. How did I just speak about the harvest and I was just about to talk about the school year? Now, I don't even know why I write things, because I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Spirit, for the reminder. I think Spirit has written it down as well, and I'm kind of going through. The school year, you know, the school year, like I was thinking, why the school? I've been a teacher, as you know, a long time, and you know, like this school year starts September time. It doesn't start in America. It's different, isn't it? I'm not even sure when they start, but I think they started way back in the summer. Is that possible? But in Spain, where I am, and in the UK, where I worked, and around here, in kind of around Europe, the school year starts in September, and in a way, you know, September is kind of, you come toward the end of a cycle, which is the harvest. Okay, harvest is like the end of the you know, like we've had the spring, everything grows, you know, it's nature. Nature has a cycle, and then now all the plants you're collecting, and then you're preparing for the winter. The winter is a time of, you know, quietness, introspection. It's a time for, you know, and also we're coming up to autumn. Autumn is such a beautiful time because it's a time to prepare for the winter. Okay, the winter can be challenging. It's cold generally. You know, you have to prepare. You have to work, little by little, go into a routine, and then. So the autumn is preparing you for this. So we're shaking off the summer, and we are, you know, harvesting, recollecting our fruits, and preparing. You know, so setting the school year. You know, your work or your plans for the year start now. Okay, so yeah, that's great. So that's why so many planners start September time. And it's great. I'm going to get another planner because mine, I think, is finishing now as well. So, new planner. And, well, with that, I'm going to let you go. And I hope that you've found value in the things that I have to put across. I will continue with the different... I will continue with the different things that I wanna teach, because there's a lot more here, but I'm not gonna go into all of it. But yeah, I think for now that we're going to leave that. I will tell you if there's some resources that I put up somewhere or on the internet. For people to access, or I do a PDF on Amazon or something, because that's what I'm working on at the moment. And for now, I'm going to wish you to have a beautiful day. I don't know why my light is funny. To have a beautiful day. Breathe in and feel, happy. The most important things that you can do is just be happy and enjoy every present moment. Okay, so just be happy in your present moment. If you do this, you are going to be happy, successful. Okay, so everything is going to happen for you. All right, so and with that, I'm going to let you go, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye now.